Well, in that news conference, President Trump warned that the Iranian government had better negotiate a fair deal, as he put it, as he considers its military force. It comes as a second US aircraft carrier strike group is now in the Mediterranean on its way to the Middle East. President Trump has said again that he's considering a limited military strike against Iran if it fails to make a deal on its nuclear programme. Our defence correspondent Jonathan Beale reports.
Iran knows trouble may be coming. This week it's Revolutionary Guard putting on a show of force in the Gulf of Oman. A signal it's ready to resist any attack. President Trump has made clear the clock is ticking.
We're either going to get a deal or it's going to be unfortunate for them. I would think that would be enough time, 10, 15 days, pretty much maximum.
The surge of US military power is increasing. This week, more F-22 jets arrived in the UK, likely heading east. The last time they crossed the Atlantic in large numbers was when the US hit Iran's nuclear sites in June. The US already had a significant military presence in the Middle East, with bases in Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, and the UAE. But over the past month, there's been a massive military buildup. Squadrons of fighter jets, including F-15s, F-35s, and F-22s, have flown to the region. Just as significant is the arrival of dozens of US refueling aircraft, as well as early warning radar systems. But the US also now has a large naval presence. The US aircraft carrier Abraham Lincoln, loaded with squadrons of fighter jets, is already in the Gulf. A second carrier group, the USS Gerald R. Ford, has now reached the Mediterranean, backed up by a dozen warships loaded with Tomahawk cruise missiles. Altogether, this is the largest US air and naval buildup in the region since the invasion of Iraq in 2003. But what's the goal? At first, President Trump signaled this military muscle was a response to Iranian protests. Now it's all about getting a deal to stop its nuclear program. So will he use it?
I think it's likely, but not inevitable. And I think my read of this situation, as someone who has been doing this sort of thing for decades now, is that Trump wants a deal. And sometimes I worry that he wants a deal too badly.
President Trump's already shown he's willing to target Iran's nuclear program. But last year's Operation Midnight Hammer did not obliterate it. The question now is whether he'll try again, in a mission which could become more protracted, difficult and dangerous. Jonathan Beale, BBC News.